proud of our kids, their grit, their determination. We talked about it all week that it was going to take every second of the 60 minutes of the game, and really it did. And, we made a few huge plays that really swung momentum today. The two defensive touchdowns in the first half, the block punt, as we were struggling to get some stuff going on offense against a good defense. A lot of people talk about ETSU's offense, but I think their defense is arguably one of the best that we've seen so far in the league. And again, made plays in all three phases at critical times. Wasn't the prettiest victory for sure, but that's a big win for our kids today. That's our 4th ranked win this season. Really proud of them, and just that's a big emotional win for us.
And talk about early on some of the adjustments you were making, and then when Neubauer comes in, he has the demeanor of someone who's not a freshman.
Yeah, we went into the week really anticipating playing both quarterbacks, to be honest with you. DJ's health had come around to the point where we felt pretty good about it, and so we went in with a plan to play 2 in the first half, and then DJ got nicked up a little bit again there, and so kind of stayed with Witt there throughout the rest of the course of the game. And really, I thought when he had time, he made pretty good decisions. He was 11 of 18. Didn't have like any of those big long plays. He had the one huge pass to Keelan Parsons. That was a great throw and catch by those guys at a critical moment for us. I think that put us up 17 points, or may put us up 10. The block punt did, but anyway, that was a huge throw and catch. And most importantly, the thing, when all else is, I don't think we turned the ball over today. And I think when you glean everything from this stat line, where we weren't great on 3rd down at all today offensively, but we protected the football. We didn't give them any more possessions because, heck, it may only need one more the way this game was going. And a lot of credit to Trey Lamb and his staff. I think they do a really good job. That was a good win for us.
It's kind of hard to summarize this game into one paragraph.
A lot going on. There's a lot to talk about.
What you think 37 points, your offense must have been rolling, but when was the last time you scored 37 points with 7 or 10 offensive?
This season, unfortunately, I think, here's the thing. I give our kids credit because they're unwavering. The trust that we have in the next man to make a play, regardless of phase of football. Again, we spent a lot of times on special teams. I thought Matt Ulrich did a great job today with our special teams, both with our punt, with our kickoff coverage, with our punt return units, and then obviously you don't get many live chances to defend the onside kicks. They had a few there at the end of the game, and that's something we'll have to work on a little more with a little more. It's a high impact play, so it's tough to really do too much of it in practice. We practice fielding the ball quite a bit, but the impact portion of it is something that you got to be mindful of. So we'll have to work on that this week.
It's kind of like y'all are prepared for any kind of game, no matter how screwed up it may be.
Yeah, well, listen, I've been telling our kids and our staff all week. I kind of mentioned to Todd, like, this game to me had a big time playoff feel. Two really good teams, 2 good defenses. I kind of felt that yards and points were going to be tough to come by at times today for both teams. I felt like there was going to have to be some splash plays, and I think you saw that. They had the big touchdown pass early, and then we were able to put a few together there. And again, our special team, again, complimentary football. Our special teams pin the ball at the half-inch line. Chris Joins comes in, knocks the ball out. Braden Manley falls on it for our defensive touchdown. Then the very next series, we get another one, and just really proud of those guys' effort.
Talk about the toughness of your team, Coach. I mean, obviously the last 2 weeks you got down early, and then last week it was 27 straight points. This week it was 28 straight points. I mean, that goes to it's what I told you on the field, the adversity that your team responds to it every time.
Yeah, I'm proud of them. I'm kind of tired of it. They've proven they could do it. I'm okay. One of these times we can start faster. But, again, I didn't think we were necessarily playing bad. It comes back to, there's a handful of things that we got to do better that go into the execution portion of things, right? Every week we peel everything back, and we first make sure that we as coaches, do we have the right guys on the field, and are we putting those guys in the best situations? Okay, if we can do that, now how do we get them to execute at a high level? And that's on the coaches, that's on the players. We got to work to execute a few things a little bit better. I thought we strained better in the second half, and you saw us put a few drives together because of that.
even at the beginning of the season, these two games probably stuck out the most on the schedule, like back to back. As far as, I mean, how proud of you are of your team, not just for beating these teams, but the adversity they went through to get it done.
Yeah, again, like to me, it's that playoff kind of mindset, right? Like you have to know that these things are just going to be slugfest, and there's going to be adversity. And we talk all the time in our program that the most important play is the next play, and our guys are bought into that. They've done a great job. There was no doubt. There was no moping. It was just this kind of constant workmanship as we got ourselves back into the game and back with a lead, and then played our butt off to keep that lead.
Did you see the offside on the first onside kick that they recovered?
I did. Yeah, I mean, I try to stand right at the ball there each time. I thought that one was pretty clear, and then I'm glad that kicker had a baggy jersey because it hit him, but barely. And sometimes it's better to be lucky and good.
That last offensive drive for us, I mean, two pretty big plays. The 4th and 1 where you got them to jump off sides. I mean, it looked like it was doing a hard count, and they just jumped on it, or were they a little bit too anxious? And then that 16-yard run by Dewey that gave us another first down and moved us into field goal range.
Yeah, we're going to freeze them there, and then make a decision after that point. Our guys did a good job drawing them off sides, and I just that gave us an opportunity. And then Dewey, that was a huge run to get the first down, and really what it done, because when we got the ball, we had taken I guess it was a holding call or something that almost pushed that thing out of field goal range. We were able to get the first, not only that, but get into field goal range, and then that allowed us, I think, to go up by 9 points at that time. So now you're up 2 scores, and makes it pretty tough with 1:40 left.
What were you leaning towards if they would not have jumped off sides?
We probably would have tried to make them go 99. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think you be cavalier. I felt like our defense played really well all day. We gave up a few big pass plays, but I thought we affected their quarterback tremendously. Again, I thought a testament to our strength and conditioning staff. I thought our fourth quarter conditioning was good, and I thought our defensive line was attacking. So I probably would have tried to make them go the length at that point.
SoCon's top rushing team is limited to 13 yards today. I mean, that's got to be a feather in the cap of your defense too.
Yeah, those guys. I mean, every game's physical in this conference, but I really thought with the way this team played, the mindset. Again, I got a lot of respect for Trey Lamb, their head coach, and Josh Reardon, their defense coordinator. Just kind of how they play football. I thought it was going to be a physical battle, and to hold them to 13 yards was big. Now we've done that, and again we gave up a few big pass plays, which we'll get corrected. But again, just all in all, man, like super emotional day. Homecoming. I tell the kids all the time, our job on homecoming is to win. Everything else is for everyone else, but our job is to win the game. And I'm really proud that our guys dug deep and found a way to get this difficult win today.
They got a little chippy there at the end. They had some stuff going on their sideline with some of y'all students, and they broke that up. But it was physical. But was it chippy at all?
Yeah, I mean, listen. So you got the one corner on their team, number 6, I believe, played for Mercer last year. He went into the transfer portal, I think, after the Ole Miss game. Sims, maybe is his last name. And then you have Hakeem Meggett, number 4, who made the huge play for them. Played for us at Lenore Ryan. He's a tremendous football player. Things didn't work out there. I'm happy for him. He's had success with Coach Lamb, both at Gardner-Webb and now at ETSU. So anytime you got some commonality, there's going to be a little – and you got 2 good teams. And you got to remember, too, about 31 of those kids that play for them played in the playoff game here when they were wearing Gardner and Webb. And so, there's some commonality, there's some familiarity, and sometimes that stuff just happens.
2 guys on the stat sheet. I mean, you've already said something about this with Coach Ulrich today, but how proud are you for the role that Reese and John McConnell played today?
Yeah, I mean, the first defensive touchdown was set up by our punt team, our punter, the gunners pinning the ball down there, and then the defense get the stop. And then again, when we're in a 1-score game again, every single point matters, and Reese Griffith just he's been rock solid and steady for us. all season. Really proud of that kid on how he's kicking the football, and he's been a big part in these close wins.
Y'all got him pretty healthy?
Say
Y'all
that.
got out pretty healthy?
Yeah, I haven't checked in with the trainers yet. I'm exhausted. I need some treatment tomorrow. That one took it out of me. But
You're not gonna take a cold bath though, are you?
no.
Never that level of treatment.
No, it'll be something cold, but it won't be a bath.
Well, you know. I'm good.
You good, Mike? Thanks, Coach.
Good deal, guys. Thank you.
Emotionally exhausting this game probably was.
We knew from the beginning it was going to be a tough and hard-fought game, and like we knew all we had to do was just run the ball real hard and just take control of the game. And we're known for doing that in fourth quarters, and we did it yet again. And we just trusted in our O-line, trusted in the OC, trusted in Coach Jacobs to make good calls. I know that fourth and short was like a real like challenging one, and he believed in us, and we got him to jump, and we just kept going. So as long as we was just keep going and everything goes good, I felt like we were going to do good, really good.
Talk about the games like this where the offense maybe isn't rolling along, but you know you can count on one of the country's best defenses, if not the country's best defense, as well as special teams. I mean, how comforting is that for you, and what momentum does it get to the offense?
I know watching them like go on the field and dominate, it starts a fire in me. Like the fire be already there, but just to see somebody you go into battle with, giving everything they got, their blood, their sweat and tears, and like just to be able to see how hard they're going, it makes us want to contribute to them, and it makes us want to feed off them and just build up on them. And like huge shout out to them. Like we have really the #1 defense. I understand like mistakes happen. That happens in every game, but they always show up when they need to, and we show up when we need to share the game.
That first quarter where nothing really seemed to be clicking on offense, what kind of adjustments were you guys making on the sideline?
We was making more so adjustments on just like power plays and really just inside zone. Like we seen that's where we could have got our 4 to 5 yards, and well, like the backs we have, all we need is 4 or 5 yards to make something shake. So we just keep pounding at them and pounding at them. It was down to who had the bigger dog in them and who was tougher, and it came out and ended up being us.
Your first year with Mercer, but I think you've understood the good gauntlet of the SoCon. I mean, how does it feel to get through these last 2 games? I mean, at the beginning of the season, these 2 games look like they probably were key. How good does it feel to get through these 2
It feels really good. I knew like us coming here, me and Coach Jacobs them, and hearing all the teammates tell us how good ETSU is, how good Chad is, and like just hearing like how they're the standard in the SoCon. We came in and we wanted to show that we're going to create a new standard. We're going to clean the slate, and we're going to prove that we can win them big games. We want to prove that we can compete with the Chats. We want to prove that we can compete with the ETSU. We want to prove that we can compete with everyone. So for us to just come out today and just show that really made a statement for the SoCon.
And what does it mean for you guys to now carry forward? I mean, you've gotten through the gauntlet. I mean, obviously, VMI and Furman are capable of picking you guys off, but you gotten through the 3 of the top 4 teams in the conference. I mean, that's got to mean something as well.
Yeah, it means a lot, but like Coach Jacobs said, the 24-hour rule, you can only really celebrate a win for 24 hours because the next day it don't even matter no more. So we're just going to go back to the drawing boards on Monday, even tomorrow. We got practice tomorrow, so back to the drawing boards tomorrow and let it go. We won, it happened. Now just trying to keep moving and keep going.
VMI next week, long trip, 8 hours. I mean, what are you looking at from them when we go up there?
When we go to VMI, we just want to take it one play at a time, run aggressive, run hard, run down the field, and just show that we can run the ball. Like that's really what we need to keep doing, and just continue to just keep doing it. It opens up big plays for players like Keelan Parsons and Braden and Kendall, and when we can do that and everything's rolling, I feel like we're the best team in FCS.
This was a very big win. It's putting us one step closer to achieving our goals that we're working for, which is winning the SoCon, and we finally got over the hump of winning one of the games that mattered the most in the end.
Now, you've been through this before. At the beginning of the season, this looked like probably the biggest 2-game stretch this season. I mean, how good does it feel come out of this one 2-0 with the wins over 2 of the top 4 teams in the league last couple of weeks?
It feels really good. We came out Sanford weekend. We started off slow, so it feels good to like get our feet back, start making some more plays, and coming up with victories.
Talk about defense today. I mean, obviously, they threw at you guys a lot, but you just limited the SoCon's #1 rushing team to 13 yards. I mean, that's got to be a feather in the cap for you guys.
Yes, sir. That's our identity. We pride ourselves in stopping the run, making the team one-dimensional, and forcing the team to beat us with the pass.
Take me through the interception. Obviously, school record 6 interception of the season for you.
Yeah.
Take me through the interception. What did you see?
I saw the new quarterback in, and I was to the field by myself. So I saw him keep eyeing over there, and when he threw it, I just made a play on the ball.
Talk about not letting your guard down in the last couple of weeks, obviously, with VMI, who won a game today, and then Furman, who's constantly a thorn in the side of Mercer. Talk about not letting your guard down these last two SoCon games.
Yeah, we just working on finishing strong, coming in each week, practicing hard, not getting complacent because the job is not finished yet.
Is this the best team you played on, TJ?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Statistically, yeah, if you want to say that, yes.
What's preventing this team from, or how close is this team from playing a complete game, offensive and defensively?
We real close. We almost did it last week. Offense had a really good game. Defense, couple plays here and there. Bad eyes on some plays. We could do it.